All right. We're back and we're back. And we're back again. And my man Big Al, shout out, is on vacation. But I let him go for vacation because he deserves it. But
Hey, can I go?
yeah, man, we gotta let him go, man. Because
What about me? I want a vacation. I didn't know I could go.
nah,
I forgot to ask you. I didn't know I was supposed to ask
you didn't say you deserve
you. They
it.
put no.
Don't get too excited. Anyway, I did find out that we got a young man, call him the Street Reporter for the DMV, all things Wizards. But before we bring him on, please like and subscribe, share. Hey, Deacon, what do we always say? Big Al, let's get it.
Carhartt, EK glasses, champion of starter coats, valleys and gold ropes, polka dot shirts, backpacks, Nikes and Van Gracks, MCM come again. The fact that I'm in the booth now, hip hop alive and well throughout the underground. Remember to let us into your skin, and we'll begin to master rhyming.
Hey yo kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope? Yeah. Hey yo kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope? Yeah. Hey yo kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope? Yeah.
All right, we're back. And listen, Big Al's not here. Like I said, he's on vacation. I hope he's having a good time with the margaritas. Give you a hint. Toes in the sand. Other than that, we here now. I was gonna say something else.
I know.
We here now, and we got our street reporter, one of the great fans of the DMV. Give it up for Biggie Steve. What's up, champ?
Biggie, what's happening?
What's up?
Biggie Steve is gonna hit. Listen, I'm just gonna sit here and ask some questions, man. Tell us about what's going on with the Wizards, sir.
Well, first off, we got Deni. You know, he just got injured overseas playing. You know, right now they got some personal trainers going out to check on him to see if he's going to be, if he's going to be ready for the season. So what I'm hearing is that he has a hip injury. So, those can last maybe several weeks, maybe a month or two, depending on, body, body and shape, exercise and stuff like that. So we just got to wait and see when the trainers get there, give them an evaluation, and hopefully we hear something back soon and get a timetable of when he'll be back and be able to start getting ready for the season. And let's just say start practicing, with the rest of the team before, preseason even starts.
Listen, everybody knows that I'm a big Deni fan.
Yeah, the biggest.
The biggest Deni fan there is. And it amazes me. Now I'm not going to blame him for playing for his country. But I would think at any season not to play would be this year. Because everything, this is his contract year. His contract is up at the end of the year. And you have a lot of young dudes knocking on the door. And you got a new ownership coming in that's in here. Not ownership, but new plan. A new GM and all that stuff. Everybody's coming in and they trying to restart this team. We got rid of Bill. We got rid of Porzingis. We kept Kuz because we had to. Technically you had to spend at least 90% of your salary cap. So we got to pay somebody. So kept Kuz, got Poole coming in. So that's basically the height of our money. But if he's going to make the team next year or get traded or something, this is the year, man. If he wants to be here, he has to be ready. He needs to be here practicing NBA basketball, not Israeli basketball. That's a different type of league. They got different rules, and then you get hurt at the same time.
It's a tough call.
That's not a good look, man.
Yes, it's tough because one of the things that we always seem to run into is that we got that injury bug here in Washington. It's all the teams just keep injuries, and hearing that is disheartening, man. So I hope that it's not a major thing and that he does come on home, man. I do wish that he just kind of save himself so we can have a fresh Deni
Fresh
the
legs.
court for this time, man. That would be nice. What else, man? Big
So,
Steve.
hold on. Before we get to the next topic, let me ask you something about that. So, do you think it's okay for players to go overseas and kind of hone their skills where they can't really do that here in the States? And another thing, do you think like they should have some type of incentives in case they players do get injured overseas or whatever, and they're on contract with the teams in the States?
I'm sure they have something in the contracts that states if you get hurt in the off season, non-basketball related injuries, then you're probably messing up your contract. But he probably got permission to go play. I wouldn't, but I would caution y'all to remember what happened last year to Rui Hachimura.
I'm about to just bring him up.
Yeah, who played in the Olympics, and man, he was so tired when he got back after the Olympics. He had to take like 5 months off almost. He was out for the beginning of the season because he had to get his mental state back together.
Right.
So you just can't play 365 days a year, man. You got to give your body a rest. And your body will talk to you and tell you. And that's probably why his hip is hurt.
So then what do you do for your country, though?
Huh?
I mean, I said, what do you do for your country, though?
Well,
Yeah,
you want you to fulfill your contract. I can only deal with the Wizards. I'm not dealing with his contract.
That's true.
Right. No.
I need him to play here.
I get what both of y'all are saying, and I think that's huge. I mean, man. If let's pretend that the European basketball was as popular and was giving out the checks like we do here, could you knock if anybody who has a lineage someplace else wouldn't go and play and double up? I can't be mad at that at all, because we're not even talking about the financial gain that he's probably getting over there, coming from the NBA and representing the country, which means he's probably 2 steps ahead of the next average athlete. My assumption, and so therefore he's getting some paper too. So that's where all our players end up when they can't make the league. Is in Europe and balling out there too. So I can't get mad at that at all. Get your bag, as they say. However, Deacon is right. You have to be strategic. You got to know when it's time. I mean, there have been many years where he probably couldn't wait to get over there and play. You know what I'm saying? Versus what's going on right now. This is something new. So again, we're from the outside looking in. We're going to see. I just hope that this guy can get healthy.
Okay, gentlemen. One of the Wizards' topic is the Poole and Draymond incident. As you could say, Draymond still has a little bit more chit chat going on with them. He seems like he can't leave things well alone. The man, he done already got Jordan Poole kicked out. And it just seems like he's just got Jordan Poole on the mind. As far as we know, Jordan Poole's dad, if I'm correct, what is it? Anthony Jordan, if I'm correct, his name is. He had sent back Twitter to Draymond saying, hey, you couldn't apologize to me and my wife about the whole incident. You could have been a man about it. You just seem to keep going on. We've been in the family room for over a season, and you act like you just, you're okay with it. And he's just really not feeling it. So Jordan Poole, dad, was basically saying, if I catch you out in the streets, it's going to be a man-on-man thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. What would you do in that dilemma? Being as a parent, would you kind of like keep it quiet, or would you stand up for your son? And another thing is, what does Jordan Poole really think, in the back of his mind? Which I could say he's doing quite well so far, keeping it to himself, not talking to media, not really doing the chit chat, staying focused and trying to put more of his, attention towards with the Wizards right now.
It's the bickering back and forth between a player and somebody's parents is kind of salty, man. Draymond, he reminds me of a salty dude, just a dude that when he ain't got nothing to do, he just want to throw some salt on somebody's game. He's that dude, man. And I had a friend like that too. His name's It always get you in trouble. That dude, man, salty. So never got nothing going on, but always got something to say about your game. And he got me in trouble many times. I had to cut him loose. Trey. I don't think you never liked him anyway.
Hey man, calm down. Calm down.
I ain't mean to dox my man, but I'm just saying, hey.
Let it go. and just like Jordan Peele is letting it go, I think his only response was showing himself in the gym. I think it's a bad look as on the father's part. I think the father should have played the high role. By him saying that, man, says a lot about dad. You don't say that out loud on national TV when I see you, it's on site. You say that on the phone, maybe. Hopefully they're not recording. You know what I'm saying? You let them know you call his boy and say, listen, he better watch himself. But you don't put it out there like that if you're really serious about it. I think that his dad, being a dad, can't get that vision out of his head because his son got knocked out. That wasn't any kind of, that was just clean knocked out. And that's free rent in a father's head, man. Because you really kind of like, I'm glad that you're playing the high role, but you want to tell your son, man, if you don't, we got to it's that father bear thing going on with him right now. So I know that's tough, but hey, man, I think the best way to do it is to school him on the court and show him, that he's, averaging 25, 30 points a game. He's keeping a squeaky clean reputation here in Washington. He's doing great things. And, maybe be the star on the squad. And then people will start to say, well, you still second hand to your boy Curry over there. You still robbing. I'm Batman here. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Make some all-star games, man. Do those things. So that's what I think, man. But I think it's a bad look for the dad.
It kind of is, but you know what? And I as you said that, losing a fight is one thing. You teach your son how to fight. You win, you lose, you get up, you brush yourself off, and you go on about your day. You try to better next. He got sucker punched, man.
He did.
When you see your peoples get sucked, that would make you want to fight.
Right.
Yeah, that's what make you want to jump in. Come on, man.
It remind me of that. What is that? That Friday Debo hit when he came from out and just knocked him out.
Oh, yeah. That's my fight, punk.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. It just came out of nowhere. That was just like, and my thing is, I think Draymond he's just a bully. He's just a bully.
That's his persona. That's his character.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, he's already ran KD out. You know what I'm saying? KD out the building, and it just, to me, like he doesn't know how to kind of like gel and with the youngins. And the thing is, though, you got to think, you were a youngin coming up. You were kind of, when you won that first championship, you was probably acting like Jordan Poole at some time. You thought you was the big stuff, whatever. And I think they lost sight of that. And to me, as a coach, Steve Kerr is not doing his job as well, because I just think like, as a coach, you need to talk to your players like, look, man, you guys used to be them. You know what I'm saying? And you have to like show these youngsters. You can't put your hand on another man. You know what I'm saying? On another man. We out here doing the same thing. We're out here to get money and win championships.
That's right.
So
that's your teammate.
Exactly. So as a coach, you know what I'm saying, you would think that you would be, you know what I'm saying, you would be the real leader that you should be. And like, you know what I'm saying, and talk to these gentlemen. Like, look, man, Draymond, I you know what I'm saying, I know you want me some chips, but at the end of the day, man, you was wrong. You don't go along. They really did. They gave that man a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? A misdemeanor.
Slap on the wrist.
Exactly.
Hey, and speaking of coaching, while we got this moment, on a scale of 1 to 5 being the highest, how are we rating our Mr. Unseld?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's time. It's time now, gentlemen.
The first year, I couldn't rate him because, first year coach, he didn't really have a great team around. People were hurt. The second year, he got Porzingis, he got Kuz. He had some players, man. He had some players, but it takes a special kind of player to gel with other people. That's why Draymond is probably probably a dick when he was younger too.
Yeah.
It takes a team, man, and we couldn't gel as a team. So that is part of his job. So right now you got to put him at a 2.5.
2.5. He put a 0.5 on.
I mean, it's out of 5 now. It's not out of 10. It's out of 5. So
he said 5. No, but I didn't
You're halfway through with them.
Yeah.
Halfway through. To me, I don't know, man, because he's lost us a few games. I mean, some of those like the 30-point comeback, the loss that we took that one.
There was a couple times that happened.
That was horrible. And then sometimes he just looks lost. Like the game is just passing him by. Just like this is his first time just watching an NBA game. It's just hard to watch, but I get it. You're a brand new coach. This is your second year, going on your third. I mean, you're having these teams. You know, there are people in and out like a swinging door. So I don't know. Maybe I'm right there with Deke. I'm like in the middle with him right now. I gotta see what he really does this year. If he doesn't give me at least 30 games, I want to say that because I think this team can get 30 games.
30?
I think they could get 30 games.
A lot for this squad there, Steve, man. It's a lot for this squad now.
I know. I mean, you're kind of pushing. I'm saying overachieving 30. I think they really could get 30, but I'm shooting for more like 20, maybe 25. But if you could give me if you can give me 30 games, okay, you did your job. But if you come and you give me San Antonio numbers, 10, 15 games, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
To be honest with you, I don't want more than 10 or 15 games.
I mean, but there's nobody really coming out of the draft this year.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
but
and then on top of that, I think we owe the Knicks or something like that. So regardless, like even you know what I'm saying, we'd have to get, like you said, a top 8 pick. But to me, nobody really wows me this year. It's not that we got to.
It's always somebody. It's always somebody.
It's always somebody.
Steve, don't let him talk you out, man. What's your number?
I'm right there with Deke. I probably say
2.5?
2.5. I'm right there with him.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a solid 2. I'm gonna give him a solid 2 because 2 reasons. You guys, both of y'all just said it. If you're going to command, so everybody comes on the team, everybody got some kind of salary, right? On the squad. You're the guy commanding all that money. So I have an expectation for you, sir, because you are commanding all of this money that I'm spending, right? As I'm the owner. So therefore, I need you to come in and be just as confident, if not more confident, to check these young guys, to improve or motivate the old guys, and get me some wins. Unsell, supposed to come in and give us defense. Have y'all seen the defense?
No.
Deacon, you seen that?
He came in as a
What defense?
Yeah, he came in as a defensive coach.
Okay, so not even the fact that you got getting me wins, but I didn't see any improvement on defense at all. Not a little bit. And then rotations. He wasn't rotating individuals who could play defense. Maybe that's, I don't know. It's because if you can't sit a guy down who's not helping you in this particular game because you're playing another team that where you got to use your pieces correctly, you have to be able to strategize, improvise on the fly. You have to know each player. That's what coaching is. He should be in there studying these guys. So if you got a guy coming off the bench and he's starting this game, somebody's like, why is this bum starting? Because he's starting because this bum is going to clamp this guy down. And I've been watching this guy, and this guy got that skill set. Those are the things that I didn't even see him try. Wasn't like we were in contention. You see what I'm saying?
You know what our problem was? Our offense guys couldn't play defense, and our defensive guys couldn't play offense.
I mean, yeah, that too.
Yeah, but then this is what you do. There's big body ball. You get it down to the man, you go to the foul line. There's a small ball where we just outrun. We tire them out. There's some teams, man, even when we play Philly, we were able to compete with them. Mm-hmm. The big African gonna get tired running up and down that court. So let's get the speedsters out there. We are, soon as we touch the ball, outlet, let's go. We driving. We gonna sit this dude down. And when we sit this dude down, we're gonna then take advantage. I didn't see it even looking like that. So it's a 2 for me. Matter of fact, I'll give him 1.5 right now. Because
we're leaving it at a 2.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that because everything that I said, none of y'all said, nah, Tracy, nah, y'all see. So, and I got more to add, but I don't want to because I do believe in Unsell. I love the pedigree. You know what I'm saying? I want the legends to be, I want him to do well. So he's a homie. Come on, man.
Okay, let me ask you this, gentlemen. Do you think the team respects him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
Because he lost the locker last year at the beginning of the season. You know that, right? And
right. What was that controversy? It was
because when they won on that, what was it, 10-win games, when they won that 10-12, they started the season hot, and then when Wright went down, it was just like he didn't make adjustments. And that's when this team started spiraling out of control because they ended up going 0-3, then they won a game, then they went 0-4, then they won a game. So everything just started spiraling out, and by then the season was lost. Even though it was the beginning of the season.
All the momentum, the drive, and
it was done. The season was cooked. So my thing is, at that time, I think it was just he just lost the locker room because it was just like, what are you doing as a coach to fix this? One man can't change change the factor. Just because our point guard DeLon Wright just went out and he's a backup doesn't mean everything should be spiraling out of control.
Yeah, but our point guard couldn't shoot either. He couldn't. Listen, last year, let's leave last year. Let's leave last year alone. I would say yes, he's probably got the locker room this year because he's a whole bunch of young players, whole bunch of first, second year, and third year players. So Kuz is the oldest, and he signed back, so he's going to be featured. I'm sure he likes that. Poole is an older player. He's 24. He's going to be featured. So the guys that are going to be featured, they're going to be happy, and the new guys are going to have to be respectful to the coach because they're trying to learn the system and office. I think it's going to be fine as far as coach is concerned, as far as that. But regardless, I don't think we got it. I don't think we should have great expectations for anything this year when it comes to the Wizards. We just have to see what happens because
it's gonna be fun to watch. But this is the time for us to be able to do a deep dive, like Al would say.
Hey, the guy that we were supposed to pick instead of Color is the star of the Summer League. He's the most valuable player of the Summer League.
Yeah.
Guy that we said we was gonna pick is the most valuable player. See, we miss out, man. We miss out, and I tell you, you got.
Which is why I don't. You know how I feel about the draft, man. That's why I said I'm a free agent guy, Big Steve. I'm like, the draft is.
It's not the draft. It's us.
I mean, it's us. It's us. It definitely. I think it is right. It is us. I mean, you can't say the draft is because there's talent, and we just passed them by.
I'm saying the same thing you guys
are. Passing by, just like the cat from Indiana. We had a chance to pick the cat from Indiana, Halliburton. We let him go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're not daring enough. We don't, excuse my pardon, we don't have the balls to trade up. You know what I'm saying? And do what we need to do. We just sit back and let the chips land where they, you know what I'm saying? Land where they fall.
Pushed around, man.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
Hey, before we get out of here, give me a starting 5, Biggie.
Ooh, starting 5.
That's right, starting 5.
Okay.
You said 30 games. You must know what's going on, Jay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say.
What we got?
I'm gonna start you out. Poole and Kuzma.
Oh yeah, Poole and Kuz, of course. I'm gonna say my guy from Memphis that we just picked up. Can't get his name out of my position. Point guard. We just picked up. He was
Tyus
Jones. Thanks for helping me out. Tyus Jones. That's a good pickup because he did play for Ja when Ja went out for almost damn near half the season.
He played good too. He played good.
So he is solid. I like him more than I like Morris. I definitely like
they
him.
trade Morris. Don't worry about
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like him
Morris
more
is
than
gone.
Morris because I mean, at least with him, he'll drive to the cup. You know what I'm saying? And I think he got that from watching Ja. You know what I'm saying? He'll hit that floater on you. Where Morris didn't do that. He did.
Morris, I don't think Morris is going to be on the team. I think Rollins is going to be the backup.
Yeah, Morris is gone already. Morris is gone. Yeah, Morris. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he went to Detroit. Matter of fact.
Okay, I think they're trading DeLon Wright too. To be honest with you.
Nah, they want to trade. They're trying to trade. I mean, they want to trade DeLon. I mean, I'm sorry. No, teams want him, but I think we might keep him just for veteran presence. I think just to kind of like. I mean, we could get rid of him because then we'll have my guy from point guard from Golden State though.
Yeah, Rollins.
Rollins, yeah. So we'll have Rollins at point guard, so that wouldn't be bad. And as the fourth spot, it's a toss up because I said you got Poole at the 2, you got Kuz at the 3, or you could put Kuz at the 4, and then you have Deni or Kispert at the 3. That's what I want to know because I want to know who's looking good going into the season, either Corey or Deni, because it's like pick your poison. Corey will give you some shots, but Deni will give you defense.
Oh, God, have mercy.
And then you got Gafford.
He plays defense, man. He does play defense.
He does not.
He does. He'll give you. He's a lot better than Corey, though. He's a lot better than Corey at defense.
Okay.
He's a lot better than
This
Corey.
is not a high bar to cover, man.
Yeah, so that's why I said pick your poison. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can see that. Do we have a backup center?
No, that's what I was going to get at. There were some trade rumors about getting what's his name, Jared Allen from Cleveland, but then the trade package would have to consist of Deni, a 2024 first round pick, and who else? And maybe a DeLon Wright or something. So I saw a couple of packages out there for Jared Allen, which would be a nice addition.
Yes, I'd do it. We got enough point guards. We had enough of Deni. We know where he's going. He's going to be an average player in this league.
Yeah,
you're not losing anything. We need a center. I mean,
Definitely.
I like Gafford, but he's not a starting center in this league. He's a good backup. He's a good relief man if your man goes down, but he's not a high caliber starting center. And there's not a lot of them out there, but he gets pushed around a lot. Put it that way. His base isn't that great. Every time he misses
he has
a shot,
a high motor though, man.
He does.
I mean, he's a pretty good rim protector. He's a good rim protector.
But he needs to develop some kind of shot, man. He just can't dunk on us. He got at least a 5'10".
Well, but he has been working a little bit. I seen him towards the end of the season, and I think Porzingis was helping a little bit because he was hitting some middies towards the end of the season, and I saw that. Usually he would stay kind of in the circle, but he was a little outside the circle hitting some middies that kind of shocked me. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was getting some tips from Porzingis, towards the end of the season, like, if you work on that midi, you'll be dominant.
And listen, if he had any kind of shot, he would be a good 4.
Yeah.
He had to be a center. He'd be a good 4 and have
Another
dominant center.
Porzingis.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here, gentlemen. We're starting to ramble on a little bit. We're going down the rabbit hole. All right. Well, appreciate you, Biggie. Always good to hear from our street reporter.
Sure.
Hey, and you know what? You'll find them in the streets.
In the streets.
Yeah. Come with me. Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see. What do we have here now? Do you want to ride or die? Da, 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 da. Come with me. Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see. What do we have here now? Do you want to ride or die? Da, 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 da. Come with me. Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see. Yeah. What do we have here now? Do you want to ride or die? Da, 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 da. Come with me. Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see. What do we have here now? Do you want to ride or die? Da, 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 da. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Picture paragraphs unloaded. Wise words being quoted. Peep the weakness in this rap game is sorted. Bow down, pray to God, hoping that she just